Hey, what is up guys? It's LordKnightmon for Game here, and today we're bringing you a casual match between LordKnightmon BT6 Update versus 3 Musketeers. Now this is actually going to be an interesting match just because LKM does have the support now from BT6, and it's going to show how much it can do in this format. The player on the right rolled high, so he's going to go first. He digibobs into Digimon, but unfortunately passes and lifts a level 4, so he gives the opponent 3. LKM starting strong with Bushi Agumon, goes into his blocker, then digibobs into Graumon, passing the opponent to 1 memory only. He promotes and swings first, doing the early rookie rush. Checks and dies, of course, and the effect is going to happen from the inheritable. Then he dishes Geralt Swarmer, so he can start getting those reduced costs for Billstarmon. And the opponent is actually thinking whether he wanted to pass turn or play, but he ends up playing Itmon with the on-deletion effect. LKM is going to go ahead and promote Walgraumon, deleting the Itmon by its Digiburst, and Itmon will get its on-deletion effect. Then he's going to play Yellow Memory Boost, revealing top 4, adding that Starmon to hand. Wow, that is such a good play. Choking the opponent to only 1 memory. So the opponent's turn, he hatches, does whiff the rookie, and only plays the purple mat. But it's going to go ahead and recur his rookie from grave, so he's ready for next turn. Opponent on the left is going to go ahead and digivolve into Bushi Agu. Then he went ahead and played Kotemon, adding up to 2 yellow Digimons with Warrior or Holy Warrior in its name, which is LKM and Knightmon. It's actually a really strong play again. Then he's going to go ahead and play another yellow memory boost, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he plays another yellow memory boost, revealing the top 4, and ouch, he does reveal 3 LordKnightmons out of the 4. He's going to have to grab one of those, otherwise he's never going to see that the whole game. The opponent's going to start off with 3 memory to work with, does digivolve into his rook. However, he only plays the trump sword for this turn, and deletes the Wargraumon just so he doesn't get into LordKnightmon, passing the opponent with 4 memory. He does have 2 yellow memory boosts ready to be used. He uses the first one after digivolving into his blocker, then digivolves into Angel Womon, nothing to give -2 security check, so he does play Blinding Ray. However, he forgets to trash the top of his security, so that's a slight misplay on his end. So the opponent's going to go ahead and swing with LordKnightmon, activating the inheritable from Angel Womon to summon Lucemon and using LordKnightmon's effect to summon Knightmon. However, that was another misplay just because of the fact that he actually wasn't at 3 security. So theoretically, he was at 3 security due to Blinding Ray's effect. And then he gains 1 with Lucemon's effect, so that would have been back to 4. However, it was just a casual match. He's actually still practicing the deck as I spoke with him, just because he didn't get to play this deck during BT5 format. The opponent on the right is going to go ahead and promote and swing into security, doing the on-deletion effect to trash Gundramon. Then I did a little cut over here, but the opponent on the right is going to go ahead and scoop up and reveals the 2 swords in his hand, which basically means that Zwart shouldn't be banned. Come on, Bandai. So going into game 2, the opponent on the right is going to go first. He does hatch and miss the rookie, unfortunately. He hard plays a blocker, which is the Balmon, putting the opponent at 5. He's going to go ahead and digivolve into Kotemon. Then he plays a TK to go ahead and check his security, adding 1 yellow card. He adds the cost to blocker because I believe he just wants to go ahead and either choke his opponent to 1 memory, or he didn't have any cost 1s ready to play. The opponent on the right gets the rookie turn 2, which is good. He doesn't lose tempo. Then digivolves his blocker into Rebellumon, passing him with 2 memory, but TK is going to go ahead and reset him to 3. He promotes his blocker, double checks first with the memory, then digivolves into Wargraumon. After that, he's actually going to go ahead and play another Kotemon, revealing the top 5 of his deck, but he misses all 5 cards. That is very unfortunate. Puts everything back to the bottom, and he's just going to pass the opponent with 3. Opponent on the right swings into his security, hitting a memory boost. Unfortunately, the Itmon doesn't get its on-deletion effect with the inheritable. Then he digivolves into Gundramon, revealing the top 5. He hits the fly bullet, hitting off his Wargraumon, which is really good. Prevents him from playing LordKnightmon for the next turn. And now the opponent on the left is going to digivolve into another Bushi Agu. The opponent on the right is actually looking strong right now, just because that Gundramon is a blocker. So the opponent on the left is going to go ahead and digivolve into his Terrariumon and plays another TK. Now what's confusing me is that he could have swung 1 for 1 on his Itmon, but I guess he wanted to prevent him from using the inheritable from the egg. So the opponent on the right is going to go ahead and restand, hatches egg, and digivolves into another rook again. I apologize for the glare. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and do a small cut in between. There we go, now we're back. Attempting to swing the second time with Itmon, and unfortunately it does not die again, so it won't get off its inheritable effect. And excuse me once more again guys, I'm just going to do a small little cut right now. Yep, there we go again. So he's actually just gonna go ahead and hard play the Impmon, putting him to 1, but TK is gonna reset him back to 3. Then he's gonna go ahead and promote his Terrariumon. He Digivolves into Knightmon, uses Memory Boost to gain 2, plays Blinding Ray, gives him another 2, but he actually trashes the top of his security now. Digivolves into LordKnightmon, and now LordKnightmon's gonna go ahead and swing into his Impmon, using the effect to go ahead and play out a Starmon, because that would be the best move. Yeah, plays a Starmon to delete the other Impmon, then destroys that Impmon by attack. Now he still has 1 memory to work with, just checking what he wants to do. I'm assuming he wants to go ahead and Digivolve into Terrariumon, checking his trash first. Yep, he Digivolves, putting him at 0. Drew into that War Groundmon and puts him back to 3. Wow, what a top deck. Promotes his Labramon, and I believe he's gonna go ahead and Digivolve into another blocker. I'm not too sure which blocker he Digivolves into. Oh, okay, it's just a cost 1 blocker. Thinking what he wants to do next. It's not really looking too hot right now for a purple player, as the LordKnightmon player actually has tempo advantage even though he has 2 security left. Oh, he goes for the Fly Bullet and deletes his LordKnightmon, starting from scratch again. So yellow player's turn. Uses War Groundmon's Digiburst effect to go ahead and minus 4k to his blocker. He was looking back at it and he was debating, does he want to lower the DP on Gundramon instead, but no, he ends up using on the smaller blocker. Digivolves into LordKnightmon. LordKnightmon's going to go ahead and swing into security, using the effect to summon Knightmon, minusing more DP on the blocker, which basically gets deleted due to game mechanic. Swings in for 1 check. Digivolves his Starmon into Terrariumon, draws into Bushi Agu, puts it in Raising, and Digivolves into an Angelomon, minusing 2 security checks to Gundramon, passing him 2 memory. And I am not quite too sure what the purple player can do at this point, but I remember he did recur his Billstarmon and he may actually play it this turn. Actually, yes. Putting the opponent at 5, does recur Fly Bullet and deletes his Angelomon so he doesn't get into another LordKnightmon. Now, the opponent on the left is going to go ahead and promote Bushi, and he actually has a big tempo advantage with all that memory right now. Taking a quick look at his hand, making sure everything's in check first before he starts swinging. He needs to check what order he wants to swing with. He does swing with LordKnightmon first, summoning Lucemon. Lucemon will go ahead and give that +1 security, which is always good. Oh, and he hits into Geralt Schwarmer, adds it to hand. Then he Digivolves his Knightmon into a Dynasmon. Wow, there's the BT6 play. Trashes his top security, which is Valor Arms, unfortunately. He does reveal 6. Yes, he reveals 6. Gonna decide which one he wants to add. He picks off Starmon first and then Knightmon, and everything else gets trashed. And Dynasmon's effect kicks in because he trashes top security. He's able to go ahead and get a recovery +1. Swings into Rebellionmon in his security. Digivolves into a blocker. Then goes for the Spiral Masquerade play, deleting his Gundramon, which means he's lethal next turn. Purple player draws, and I believe he's just going to go ahead and scoop from here. And that's pretty much going to wrap up the game for this match, guys. LordKnightmon is still playable in BT6. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.